Hello everybody, welcome to Banter Blitz. My name is Jan Gustafsson, aka Snotnose. I think that will be my new rapping name. What is going on? A lot of action. We've had the FIDE Grand Prix in Riga kicking off. First round today. Some fun games. Svidler's game was fun. Grishuk's game was fun. I just did the highlight video on the... what was it? Grishuk versus Vityugov game. See, I have a great memory. I literally finished it 3 minutes ago. Can't remember who played. Vityugov Grishuk. That was a good game. Bunch of other good games. So check those out if you haven't already. Then big news for chess. Igor Raussis got caught cheating. I've been talking about him a bit more recently in the German broadcast because it felt like it got a little more brazen. Igor Raussis, if you're not familiar with the story, has been a solid grandmaster for many years, who in his 50s started improving from somewhere 2470, that was more or less his level, to latest list 2685. And to put it mildly, a lot of us had some doubts that there was fair play. He played a lot of weaker opponents, but he never seemed to be in trouble, never seemed to make too bad moves. And now in the Strasbourg Open, he was caught with a cell phone on the toilet, has already confessed and said he's ending his chess career. I'm not sure. I think he's confessed only for that game during which he was caught. But yeah, Grishuk even mentioned that he was in a good mood because of it today. And yeah, it was a weird thing because everybody was sort of convinced that was too good to be true, that someone improves 200 points in their 50s. But then again, as usual in chess, no one has proof and you don't want to start a witch hunt and so on. But it was a story that has been bothering the chess community and the people that don't cheat for quite a while now. So we're happy that it's hopefully over. So this is Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. Please don't cheat today. Let's make this a non-cheating day because it's so important for all of chess that we're not in the media because of dumb cheating or another guy caught. It really undermines the image of chess so much so that I feel absolutely no sympathy with any of the cheaters out there. Let's instead play some lovely chess games. I will play Blitz games against Chess24 premium members. If you're not a Chess24 premium member yet, then you can become one. Using my voucher code Yanistan, you get a 15% discount. You get to watch all the video series, get to challenge in all the Banter Blitzes. Some other people might be doing Banter Blitzes soon, like this Magnus Carlsen dude on the 16th, Tuesday. Okay, enough blah blah, let's play some chess. Regensammler. That's a good name. Means rain collector. Is it a good name? I don't know. Are you only happy when it rains, Regensammler? Or are you also happy when it's complicated? Let's make it complicated. Alvin K is asking if I knew Raussis well. No, I did not know him well, but I know he's been around even in Hamburg chess circles. And from everything I've seen, which has made this so much weirder, seemed like a very friendly, soft-spoken, smart man. But yeah, that makes it even more upsetting somehow. Anyway, we are playing Regensammler, and this was the symmetrical Grunfeld. I'm not sure why I played c6, d5. It's not really that complicated. But what's done is done. I'm wondering if I can take this pawn here already, but I think I'm supposed to go bishop g7 first. Yeah, I'll go for this first. The problem is, of course, I give him another chance to go for cd5. But now this pawn shall be taken. Knight e5. This is why I included bishop g7. I thought here I have this typical trick that I can go knight g4. And now with my bishop on g7, if he takes on c4, I can take his d4 pawn, which was not possible without including bishop g7 and short castles. Mikhailo Granik saying, hey everyone, hey Jan, long time no see. That's true, but it's your fault, not mine, Mikhailo Granik. I'm here all the time, even though I am battling with the crippling effects of my man flu. I still show up to, well, work is a big word, to banter. Knight bd2. Is that what you do? Castles looks like a normal move, but maybe I can try to target these guys instantly. Bishop e6 was a bit weird, I'll admit. CatDog 38150 says, hey, hell, I'm retired and in my 70s and I have improved over 200 points without the use of a bathroom or a cell phone. First of all, congrats to you, CatDog 31850. That's not by any means what I meant to imply. Of course you can improve a lot in chess, even at an advanced age. It does get tougher at the grandmaster level, and we've just never seen it before, that someone improves from who's been a professional going in and who's had this level throughout his 20s, his 30s, his 40s while being a professional, that person then improves from 2500 to 2700. We've just never seen. Obviously, one can improve a lot at an older age. And queen c2 plate, let's castle. Rook b1, very deep. Okay. What do you want? You want to go b3 or b4 without me bothering you? I'd like to bother you, sir. Knight a6, he will play b4. It's not that clear, this position, actually. But I feel like I should develop it. Knight a6 looks more active than knight to d7. But b4 looks like a nice move. b3 I can jump around. But b4 I'm not so sure what's going on. Maybe I have to be humble and just develop. Please don't play b4, Regensammler. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody plays the way you do against me now. b3 is what I was hoping for. Now I think I'm in good shape. How's the T situation? Yeah. Panther Chess asking, can I get 200 points with only looking Banter Blitz the whole day? I think it's been proven that Banter Blitz does not help apart from the placebo effect. But the placebo effect is very, very real. So keep watching Panther Chess. I believe you can pick up these 200 points. Guladarsh is wondering if I watch Stranger Things or Dark new seasons. No, I'm behind. Or I'm not behind on Dark since I watched the first season. But it was too dark for me. They should have mentioned in the title that it's not a feel-good show. And as a German, I feel self-conscious about them not having a single joke in there. Make one joke dark. How hard can it be? It felt like homework. I have to pay attention. Like who's that guy in that timeline? And too complicated for me. Give me that pawn. That's about my level of brainy stuff. What's going on now? I'm 2 pawns up, so that's good. I've been riding this knight like secretary, and it feels like it's a bit tired over here on a2, but I'm not sure I can give it a break. I also don't want him to go knight c5. So many problems. CatDog 3150 is asking, how far is it from Hamburg to Riga? Not that far. It's like I guess, bit more Then 1 hour flight, 1.5 hours. Not that far really. I've never been to Riga. I want to go one day. I've heard nothing but good things. And it's pointed out that Magnus has improved a lot since he started playing Banter Blitz. That is very true. I always feel bad about it. Peter doesn't deserve it. He's such a nice guy. Never does any fly any harm. Or any Duda. Okay. Time to speed up a bit. Since Mr. Dodgy is telling me excellent time management. And I don't want to disappoint Dodgy. What's happening on Twitch? Turn TZ is saying we need a duo stream with Radio Jan and Svidler. I want to see him roast Peter. I don't know, I feel like regular Jan sometimes overdoes the Peter roasting. Which I always feel bad about. Peter doesn't deserve it. He's such a nice guy. Never does any fly any harm. Or any Duda. Okay. Time to speed up a bit. Since Mr. Dodgy is telling me excellent time management. And I don't want to disappoint Dodgy by getting flagged. As usual, one can't fool CP Coutard, who is answering. How far is it from Hamburg to Riga? With 1,000 kilometers. Boom, there you go. I'm winning here, by the way. 8-2 is coming. Ponzi cannot get stopped. Nighttime 98 is asking any Irish whiskey in that tea. No, I understand this is hard to believe, but I don't drink. I don't even do any drugs. I'm just weird. This is the only time I get to talk to people. So sometimes I'm a little overeager. I'm sure you know such people. You have the feeling they don't get out of the house much. But then when you start making conversation, they really want to share everything that's on their mind at once. Sometimes it can get a little out of hand. Mr. Dodgy is saying, I was talking about Peter's excellent time management. I'm fine with you getting flagged. That's very hurtful, Mr. Dodgy. And just as I won this game, I got recommended by Chess24 that I should study the Grunfeld according to Svidler. Sometimes these recommendations confuse me a bit, but here I think Peter actually gives a c6 d5 line in his series. So maybe I should. Thank you for the game, Regensammler. Then let's play La Melena del Dibis. What does melena mean? I don't know what melena means. Melena translation. I don't think it's Dibis' new girlfriend. Dibis, of course, our Spanish host, manager, international master, trainer extraordinaire. David Martinez. But melena could be so many things. And I must find out before I can start this game. Melena? Oh, is something dirty? No, that'd be so disappointing. Melena? No. Ah, it means the mane, the hair. Okay, got it. Here we go. We can finally start playing. And to honor this very special occasion, I feel the Latvian Gambit, since we are talking so much about the Grand Chess Tour in Riga, is in order. D3 I've never seen. 95 I think is the refutation. 95, Queen F6 and then D4. D3 is possible, but it feels a little Meek Mill. Potted Meat is asking, Jan, can you find someone to host Banter Blitz that really rages when they lose? That'd be funny to watch. Doesn't sound sustainable though, right? I rage when I lose. I'm not sure it's always showing. but most chess players really, really, really dislike losing. Even Magnus, when he finally lost one, he got very upset during his last Banter Blitz. Here I should have a pretty decent position, no? Like, I have the center. So far, none of my pawns got captured. White can think about tricky stuff like knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d4. But I can go bishop d6, de, bishop e5. I don't see any immediate trouble. Bishop g5 looks like a decent move, but I think I can just castle and I still don't see what's wrong. Maybe still knight e5, knight e5, d4. That's what I feel white should be doing. Let's see. If La Milena del Dibis allows me to coordinate here, I should be in very good shape. And yeah, knight h4 feels like a step in the wrong direction. Because I'm not sure, maybe this is not taught in Spanish chess school, but a knight on the rim is dim. Do I go a5 just to annoy him? I feel like I don't really need to. Horsey in the center. And the second rank it can enter. He wisely retreats to f3. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't do that, to be honest with you guys. I'll go here. Now he can take and double my pawns. But then his knight has to retreat to a somewhat passive square. d1 or a2 or one of those ugly squares. So it's a tough decision to make for La Milena del Dibis. Duck TLF says a Latvian Gambit video series would be fun. Yeah, knight f3, f5, question mark. Knight takes e5, white wins. That's the Latvian Gambit for you. Like, it's just really, really bad. I don't know. Feels wrong to take it. But sometimes we do things that are wrong because it's too tempting. And Mrs. or Mr. Milena is apparently watching my expert commentary and saying, Mr. Milena, male chess player, just when you think you've seen everything under the sun, you see a non-female chess player out there. Okay, let's go for some action here. He can go bishop f6 followed by knight d5. I wasn't sure how good it was, but now I feel it might be pretty good. I lied, but he might be watching. Hang on, if I take queen takes, knight e4, queen e3, bishop c5, don't I win stuff? I like winning stuff. Queen h5 exists. Much better, but sound is a bit of a stretch too. Nah, I think it's better to keep the pin in place. Now I have bishop f6, rook f6, knight d5. I should have rook f3, gf, queen h3 or something nasty. Penguin Duo is saying the Schliemann is actually sound. Yeah, it's much better, but sound is a bit of a stretch too. Sacrifice exchange. Check. Checkmate, Mr. Milena. Check. Thanks for the game, La Milena de Dibis. What's happening out there in all the chats? Okay, maybe it's not the best show program if I just read the chat. Let's play more games. Show program. I can't speak, but I have the man flu, which makes me very weak, vulnerable, out of my mind. So I hope you will forgive me. What about C4 for tomorrow? A lot of guys I've never played before today, so that's exciting. Always exciting getting some strange. Good old English opening. He plays e6. I can play the Mikenas. As we say in Spain, Mikenas es sukenas. There's a choice here for white. You can go CD, ED, E5 or E5 immediately. Surprisingly, they lead to very different positions. Here, knight e4 is the best move, now to knight f3. There's a whole bunch of theory built around bishop f5 and bishop e7. c5 has less theory. Not sure why, actually. I could win a pawn with knight e4, de, queen a4 check. It's always unclear if black gets compensation for it or not. But as we know, compensation comes and goes. Pawns are forever. And I would be betraying everything this program stands for if I did not take this pawn. I know I could have done it last move, but last move is really not good. Hubertus is asking, Jan, have you ever played versus cheater on chess24? Yeah, it happens all the time. Like, normally I'm quiet about it. I might drop some passive-aggressive hints and hope that the anti-fraud team handles them later. But yeah, normally you do know when you're playing a cheater. And yeah, it happens a lot in online chess, but it's still very different if someone cheats in an online game. Not trying to encourage it, it's still bad, of course. But it's different when someone cheats in an online game where there's only banter bragging rights at stake than when a grandmaster does it allegedly over many years systematically. So there are varying degrees, but I don't understand it anywhere, and it's the big curse that chess has to fight. It's like doping in cycling, cheating in chess, because it's so easy. Trika says, saying anyone Jan loses to is a cheater. No, that's not the case, but I normally have a pretty good sense of if someone plays straight up or not. Mr. Dodgy is saying the cheating team has been slacking recently. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there, to be honest. I have to maybe have a look around, but I don't follow. .96, I guess I have to take. Yeah, sorry, this game is not the most exciting one. I'm much better because I have an extra pawn, but there are not that many fireworks, I have to admit. Next game, nothing but fireworks, I promise. Also nothing but chess commentary. Now, in our... very much. I should try not to get cheated out of a piece on the d file here. These guys are kind of loose, but it feels like everything is still barely holding. knight6. I guess I have to take... Yeah, sorry, this game is not the most exciting one. I'm much better because I have an extra pawn. But there are not that many fireworks, I have to admit. Next game, nothing but fireworks, I promise. Also nothing but chess commentary. Now, in our attempts to generate more clickbait, now that we're doing a single video from every Magnus Carlsen Banter Blitz game, I should also have some single videos. And next game, I will play well. And then we can have a single video and it will go viral. It will have literally thousands of clicks. I'll be famous. My face will be all over the YouTubes. And then I can buy myself a cream cheese bagel. I believe that's the end game here. What else is going on? As usual, people are asking me about, did you ever find out Magnus Carlsen was trolling you as Johan Solomon? Yeah, that was 2015. I kind of knew when it happened, but yeah, I appreciate that video keeps getting clicks. Please keep bringing it up. Let's take more pawns. But which ones? B7. I can't help it. Not sure that's the best move. Rook D1 followed by Rook B8. But they're just so tasty, these pawns. Actually, now that I briefly pause for thinking, I'm reasonably sure that was not the best move. Sometimes you take a pawn and then you lose 2 pawns and then you have a long hard look in the mirror and you say, tell yourself, you're disgusting. Your appetite has ruined everything. Look at yourself. You're a mess. Stop eating these pawns. But then a new pawn comes along and again. C4 for tomorrow. It's offering me a draw. That's very generous, but I would like to continue the game a little bit, if that's okay. I haven't reached Navarra levels of polite draw refusals, but I'm getting better. Rook A3 will be a good trap here. Rook A7, Rook E3, King E3, Bishop C5 check. What am I doing? Could I please focus a little bit? It's getting somewhat embarrassing. Focus face. I transformed my kind of winning pawn up endgame into kind of bad pawn down endgame. That's not ideal. But I shall still win this game because now I'm so focused. And sometimes focus is all we need. Yeah. He was hoping for this Rook E3 trick, but I had kind of seen that coming. See? The power of the focus. See, sometimes the focus even makes your opponent unfocus and give you rooks. Sorry, C4 tomorrow. That was, yeah, good game, especially after my very, very dumb bishop takes B7 move. And that's all I have to say. All right. Who's next? Oh, this was my focus game, right? Oh, we have a women grandmaster with a 1453 rating. What's going on there? Good thing it's my focus game. Who is this? WGM Katie Tsatsalashvili, also of commentator fame. In her first Banter Blitz appearance, at least, against me. What's with the rating, Katie? D4, knight f6, c4, e6. So far, I am still in book. And I have to decide what to do. If she plays the Catalan, the bane of every knight f6, e6 player's existence. The other lines I'm more okay with, like the Nimzo or the Vienna or the Ragozin. But the Catalan, everybody plays the effing. Am I allowed to curse? Probably not. Everybody plays the Catalan. And it's making me lose my mind. It's not like I don't think I can equalize after bishop e7, but it's so dull. So I've been trying to look at this line, which Fabi played recently against Yu Yang-Yi. And I've been playing in a Banter Blitz, which has been my way of trying to look at it. White has a bunch of moves here. Knight e5 exists, a4 exists, and castles also exists. For knight e5, the point was bishop check, bishop d2, bishop e7. At least that's what Dr. Fabi did. And I believe in the Fabster. With a B, sickos. Knight c3 should also be possible, but then I guess knight d5, maybe it's not so easy for white to regain that pawn. Bishop d2, there's also queen takes d4, which I think used to be a thing. Bishop b4, queen e5, knight a3. But modern engines just thread it to pieces. So that's not a good move. Bishop d2, queen d4, I mean. But it does look like I caught Katie off guard, and some could argue she's thinking too long here already. Make a move. Knight c3, bishop d2. How bad can it be? I'm reading in the chat that Katie may not have a mouse. That is possible. But should not stop her from making a move. Bishop d2 played. I will go back, hoping to induce another long think, because queen d4 was the other move. But no, e3 at tempo. And yeah, this was the point of this line. You go b5, and after knight c6, bishop c6, bishop d7, bishop a8, queen a8. You have some compensation at least. I think it's very close to full compensation along this, what's it called? Long diagonal. a4, was this the Fabi game? I think this was the Fabi. Does that make sense? Looks like it should make some sense. Knight c4, I want to go knight bd7, and then if bishop... what's it called? c6, rook c8 I was going to say, but I got distracted by rook to d1. Now I need to decide on a move. Oof, it's going to be tough. Knight d5? I don't really want to go knight d5. b3, queen c1 is always a big question in all these Catalans. Does it help? Does it hurt? Not sure. Okay, I can't think of anything better. And knight c4, knight bd7. I'll still argue that the white pieces are placed a little funny, but I'm not sure how this position is. Lucky me that I put on my focus pants for this game, because without focus pants, this would have been very, very tough. But since I'm so focused, I like my chances. See? Boom! Focus pants. Knight bd7. Very quickly. Now e4 looks the only sensible move to me. If not, if I'm allowed to just go c5 or rook c8 followed by c5, I should be doing well. But of course she does play e4. And I don't really want to go back to f6, so I was planning to go here. Now I'm having second thoughts regarding knight a5, rook c8, knight c6. Do I have some cunning move then, like some king h8? Let's find out. Takes, that's also legal. But I did see that after AB, I'm not sure if I should go AB. AB, queen c6, rook c8 traps the queen, so I could go AB. When I should be doing alright. But I could also go queen b6. Not sure what's better. Maybe queen b6 is simpler. Bishop e3, c5, d5. Still a very messy position. Who knows? DC. Can I go bishop c5? I'd like to go bishop c5, but of course it has to work. After rook d7, bishop e3, fe, queen e3, queen f2, queen c1, bishop f1. Could be interesting, actually, so let's find out. It's, after all, the game that I am intending to play in order to go viral, so I can buy a cream cheese bagel. So you have to take some risks for all that virality. But knight takes c5, of course. It's a safer course of action. Now it should be better though, no? My pieces all of a sudden are very active. Jumping up and down. Horsing around. Well, the white problem, that it's hard to get this knight into the game, is still very much looming. I like to say looming, I don't know why. Probably lack of other words in my active vocabulary. Okay, I should try to finish this up cleanly. How do you do that? Knight e5 looks tempting, knight d2 would get played, and then I have bishop e2, that looks clean enough. Knight c5, similar story. Maybe that's even better, no? I see that bagel. I see that bagel incoming. Focus, Jan. Don't blunder that rook. You're so close to the bagel. Maybe. It's not just going to be cream cheese. Got to be some lux on there. I know it's salmon, but lux somehow sounds more urban. More German. Boom! There we go. Yeah, now I was winning. Decisive material, so no reason to continue the game. That was interesting. I was playing this line that Fabi played when, after rook d1, I was out of book. Full disclosure here. Knight d5 looks like the logical move to me, and I think we both made logical moves somewhere here. Yeah, I was wondering if knight a5 worked or not. That could be critical. Not sure at all. After knight b6, queen b6, I thought I had a good position. Here, I didn't really calculate this through, but it felt like black is so active that something good should happen after queen f2, queen c1, bishop f1, rook a d8. I might have blundered rook f d8, queen f7, but I felt like this should be good. And after that, yeah, here, it was probably high time to finish development, but the white position already looked kind of dodgy. Anyway, thanks for the game, Katie, and thanks for showing up. So, let's play another chess game now that we've achieved fame. I can lean back a bit and play against pig on the wing. Is that food? Sounds like food. Ah, pig on the wing? Pig in a blanket, I'm familiar with. Pig on a wing? Not as familiar. Maybe that's a soccer term. Look at Rooney, that pig on the wing, something like that. We are playing I think Grishuk calls it the main position of the knight c3, because black has like 15 legit systems: bishop e7, bishop b4, c6, c5, tc4, a6, knight bd7, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some. But we are currently playing the classical, good old, what's it called? I don't know what's called. Here, the main moves are nowadays c5 and a3 and bishop e2. But me, I'm old. and old school. So I'll play a3, which they used to do in the 2000s. The Henka is saying chicken wings I'm familiar with, but not pig wings. I feel the same way. How did this go again? I take everything, no? Do you start with CD or DC? I think you start with CD. Piggy boy. I think black is supposed to be fine here in a myriad of ways. Bishop f6, bishop f5, bishop anywhere really. But long term, at least, we can dream of exploiting the IQP on the square E. But yeah, it's a very, very safe line for black, I have to admit, with a heavy heart. I'm also out of book, so do you go queen d4, knight d4? Queen d4, of course, you always have to keep an eye on these knight b3 thingies. But maybe I'll manage to keep an eye on those. These endgames generally are supposed to be holding for black after queen takes d4, knight takes d4, but they're not everyone's definition of fun. So I would expect pick on the wing to not enter that, but instead keep the queens on the board. Queen d6, or maybe even queen b6 do come to mind. Queen b6, I'll go rook ac1 though, so that looks less appealing. Maybe he or she is also considering knight b3 instantly, but then queen takes f6, gf, rook a d1, and I guess that should be better. Queen b6 played, yeah, rook ac1 was my plan. Probably will get some version of this endgame, rook ac8, b4, knight a4, stuff like that. Do I have to go b4? I don't really want to go b4, it weakens the c3 square. I'll just make a pass first, maybe. Any threats? Not really, right? Now knight b3 is very much an option, but how is this position? Should not allow anything too nasty to happen to me on c2, so I'll take one step back in order to take two forward, or actually to take one forward by playing f3. Some funky jumps like knight to c1 or even rook to c1, but they don't scare me all that much. Rook c1 is played. I should take, I guess. Even though I don't have to take, I can also start with f3, king f2. Is that better? Not sure if that's better. Takes would be a mistake, then I would be attacking two pieces, so the bishop has to move. And then I can think about rook takes d5 at least. I probably won't do it, but I can think about it. I might do it. I might be thinking about it right now. Don't tell anybody. I don't want people to know I'm thinking about chess moves during Banter Blitz. This could work, no? Rook e1, king f2. The point is, I'm threatening checkmate on d8. The bishop is also hanging, but that's not the main point. But after rook e1, king f2, if he had to go rook e2, king e2, and g6, he does not lose material directly, but normally these positions where the rook is active against two minor pieces after something like rook to b5, followed by rook takes b6, tend to be very good for white. I might be blundering some knight fork somewhere along the way, but I believe the reasoning is sound. Goes g6 immediately. Now I could go king f2 or rook d1 back and enjoy my extra pawn. I guess rook d1 back makes sense because then I'm not allowing any rook to b1 or any shenanigans of that nature. And now pig on the wing is trying to keep the rooks on the board, which I'm fine with. Just a question how to organize my still somewhat passive pieces here, but it looks very, very doable. I still don't want to allow this rook to go to c2. Keep it simple. Bishop d3 felt like a strange move, I have to admit. But I do think that things are still very much under control here. Knight a5. Horsing around. Now I'm allowing rook c2. I was hoping it would no longer have the impact now that everything is defended here, but I'm still feeling a bit uneasy about it, not gonna lie. Could probably have handled this better. Yeah, I don't like how I played the last couple of moves. I have to go all passive and whiny. Still better, but this could have been done in a much better way. a5. All right. It's the speed up portion of the game has begun as well. Yeah, at the risk of repeating myself, I have not played this particularly well. King e3, also terrible move. Centralize, Jan. Did you learn nothing? Getting completely outplayed here by pick on the wing that has no more time left. By completely outplayed, I mean he's hanging in there. Boom! Come back. Checkmate, sir. Full disclosure, I didn't see a checkmate after bishop c8, but it feels like there should be one somewhere. Maybe there isn't. And this king is so cut off. Is there a checkmate here? Still don't see it. Maybe there isn't. Anyway, thanks for the game. Pick on the wing. That was a tense fight. And my heart rate is still a solid 64. Let's play Row in the Fox. Are you there, Rowan? Is this finally gonna be my immortal Mora Gambit game? No, it's not, because Rowan plays d3, which us true Gambiteers, of course, despise. For me, it's the best case scenario, because now I get to do stuff I know how to do, like play some boring Marochi structure. But as a moral gambler, I do not approve of you guys chickening out by not accepting that great pawn sacrifice. That is the moral. Is CP Coultered taking credit for Magnus in the chat? Is that what's happening? Boom! And Katie is in the chat saying thanks for the game. Was playing on mobile phone and had some internet issues. I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. Still, was an exciting game. And as you might have heard, that game is, I believe, my best chance at fame to go viral so I can buy myself a cream cheese bagel. I believe we've accomplished that mission. Spills is saying, I've been the subject of many young brilliancies. Have you? I can't recall a single brilliancy. I can't recall a single... and CP Counter is clarifying. He was not involved in the Magnus deal. Okay. I had no idea. That... because he was... It's okay, CP Counter, no worries. But he was dropping knowledge, like it looked like he was involved. He's saying Chess24 and Magnus have a contract. What's that contract? Let us know more, CP Countered. As for this game, what is going on here? I should be better. He played knight b4, which is somewhat, I don't know, exposed. And I'm looking for a tactic now, trying to cash in on that, but I can't quite see it yet. Maybe it's just not there. Maybe there is no tactic. Sometimes we have to accept. There was no trick. And Kati says, explaining her low rating, she lost with her 1500 rating to Fressinet, and today was only her second game. On Chess24, I'm guessing. So you have 0 out of 2? Chess Antichrist is saying, now Jan has a contract out on Jan. Is that John Wick speak? I speak John Wick lingo. Let's hope he did not invest a whole gold coin in that contract. Why am I not winning here? I should be winning somehow, but I can't see how. A3, knight c6, takes, knight d5. No, I'm just not winning. Alright. If we aren't winning, we aren't winning. What to do? Spills asking, new John Wick movie any good? Yeah, I guess it depends if you liked John Wick 1 and 2. You'll probably also like John Wick number 3. Like, there is a lot of fun, weird stuff in there, but it's not exactly a must-see. Like, I've obviously seen it because I don't have a life or friends, but I don't think you really have to. Mild spoiler, he does ride a horse through Manhattan. Or whatever Manhattan is in the John Wickiverse. Mr. Doji is asking, is it better or worse than the Mac? It's of course worse than the Mac, because every movie is worse than the Mac, which is the best movie. ever made. So that's not a fair comparison, but it's pretty good. It does not have a giant shark, which of course is a shortcoming. Bishop b3 I also missed. Am I getting outplayed here? Is it time to start paying attention? Probably is. Might be too late to start paying attention. That's always the toughest moments. When you're just doing some casual banter and then you realize it's too late. Missed bishop b3. Real big trouble now. Can I go bishop c4, bishop d1, b4? No, it doesn't work, does it? a3 is hanging. No, oh, bishop c4. I still have a feeling there should be some trick, but I also don't have time left. So I guess it's time to accept the harsh reality. Rook d8. Now that's confusing. Why don't you take? Anyway. Must speed up. Hey Yanni, speed it up. So confused. I don't know what to do. Ever. I can't even think of a move at all. This is a very energy draining game. I have 48 seconds. I don't understand what's going on. It's all weird. I must make moves. I'm not implying anything. I'm just very confused as to what goes where, and I can't really think of sensible moves. It's the man flu. That crippling man flu, bringing me down, finally. So yeah, I can't think. Trying to think here, it's not happening. Sure, I'm winning somehow, but the thinking part is just not happening. I'm down to 32 seconds because I just spent 16 seconds on this move. Okay, Jan, time to speed up. I had a thought, proudly reporting thought. That thought trapped the queen, but will it be in time? Or will it be too late? And the clock will, in the end, be my downfall. No, Rowan the Fox, now that my thought hit him, is resigning. That was a good game, Rowan the Fox. I was taking it a bit easy early on, and then I really started panicking here after bishop b3. I'm not quite sure if you can just take the pawn as well, but I was hoping I would have some shenanigans here, which maybe I don't actually. Anyway, I was hoping I'd have some tricks here, but after bishop b3, rook d4, I think you can just take and you have a healthy extra pawn. Rook d8, bishop f8. And there was nothing I could see, or even rook takes c5. So yeah, good game. Rowan. Okay, should have not come as a surprise because he's a fox. Alright, more chess games. FIDE Master? Am I ready for a FIDE Master? What's with all you low-rated title players only coming here to get me? Mr. Agvga 14 is a FIDE Master. And he's only 1917. That doesn't seem right. He goes d4, as these FIDE Masters often do. c4, another good move. I'll play c6. Don't you take on d5. Agvga. e3. Now bishop f5 is supposed to be a decent move, no? I don't care. I'm going to f6. Pauline is asking, whatever happened to Peter Fox? That's a very German question. I don't think Peter Fox is known outside of Germany. But I enjoy Peter Fox. I'm not sure what he's been up to. So Dark is asking, are the people of Chess Twitch too tame to use Twitch emojis? I don't know how anything works. Do we have our own Twitch emojis? I really don't know Twitch. If I click on this, I see frequently used Chess24. Can I do this? Oh no, I need to be a subscriber to do this. Why am I not a subscriber? I thought I was the face of this channel. I can't even use the emojis. What's going on here? Okay, some might argue Magnus the face of this channel. Not me though. Bishop e2. I guess I should take. Knight on h4 looks a little strange now, no? Of course, it can return. I'm not claiming black is better here or anything, but it does look. And Mr. Dodgy is saying, what the hell? Even I can't use them. If Master Dodgy can't use them, no one can use them. And it looks like Bear from Ukraine subscribed. Boom! Bear from Ukraine can use them? That feels so wrong. Where do I get these $4.99? I already used all my money on that cream cheese bagel. Only the subs and the owner can? Why am I not the owner? So upsetting. C4 maybe? E4 knight b6, something like that. Is that asking too much? Chess24 is the owner, not GM Jan Gustafsson. I see, I see. Fair enough. Sometimes I confuse these things. And Bear from Ukraine is our friend Mikhailo Granik on Chess24. What is this position? I don't know. Agvga is a FIDE master. He probably knows what he's doing. I do not. I wanna, I don't know, get a knight to c4 maybe? E4 knight b6, something like that. Is that asking too much? Chess24 is the owner, not GM Jan Gustafsson. I see, I see. Fair enough. Sometimes I confuse these things. Creek Monster X is recommending the kebabs at subway station Lattenkamp. I spent many a happy childhood year at U-Bahn Lattenkamp, U1. There is the cinema over there, Magazine, where you have like these brainy movies. I'm all over Alsterdorf, and they do have good döners there. I don't agree. I don't disagree. By saying I don't agree, I kind of imply I disagree, but I meant I don't disagree. E4? No, I'm in good shape. No, I can take knight e4, maybe even rook e8. But maybe no reason to go too crazy. Everybody go crazy. Nah, I guess I should just keep it simple. Ideally, I should not blunder some knight g5 checkmate on h7, but I think I can do that. I'm feeling good about my not blundering chances today. Yeah, black is slightly better. Of course, nothing too dramatic has happened. I'm not sure what the rook wants on c5, but I will let it enjoy that square. For a while. You can always kick it with bishop b6 when it feels appropriate, but feel no particular need to do so yet. Yeah, slightly better, but of course white is solid. Will take a lot of maneuvering to convince him to give me that pawn and then eventually win the game, but I'm optimistic. There are some questions if I'm a client of Uber sometimes. I am sometimes, but not in Hamburg. We don't have Uber. We're not advanced like that. Rook c1 back. That was a good move, by the way. I did not quite expect him to be so humble and realize his rook c5 mistake. But to his credit, he did. World's Best is asking, why does he say black is better? Because black is better. Isolated pawn. That's why he says that. Mr. Dodger is saying, Jan lives within a 5-minute walk of all possible useful destinations. Doesn't need Uber. Nothing could be further from the truth. I love to have Uber because I live far, far away in the suburbs. But doesn't exist in the Hamburgs. We're still old school. We have a thing called taxi. I think now they have a new thing, no? Like, what was it called? This mysterious bus that comes to pick you up. What was it called? Move something? I can't remember what it's called. And I should win this game before we continue our discussion of the transport system in Hamburg, Germany. I'm still slightly better, but Agvga, it's a hard name to pronounce, is still hanging in there. Rook e3? Are you giving me that pawn? Somewhat tempting, but I feel I should not cash in just yet. Maybe wrongly. Maybe I should cash in. But let's keep it going for a bit. Time is ticking away. You gotta make your move day by day. Some people say I'm not as good a singer as I think. I think they're wrong. I don't really want to allow him any activity. Queen d5, queen e7 annoys me a little bit. So I'll go all passive. This feels like a bad move somehow, but does seem like it does keep my trumps. Sometimes I'm not so motivated when I know I'm gonna win on time, which is, you could argue, a weakness in my game. Alright, what time is it? We have a lot of guys I've never played before today. Turns out that maybe if you do shows at hours where people are at home instead of at work, you get to play them. The problem is then I have to be at work and not at home at these hours. But that sounds like a doable thing. So thanks everybody for showing up is what I'm trying to say. So hard to do. Maybe he didn't know we were playing with a chess clock. Thanks for the game, Fidemaster Agvga. Alright, what time is it? We have a lot of guys I've never played before today. Turns out that maybe if you do shows at hours where people are at home instead of at work, you get to play them. The problem is then I have to be at work and not at home at these hours. But that sounds like a doable thing. So thanks everybody for showing up is what I'm trying to say. HBSN deserves Jan's special Karukan. Now I'm thinking what that bus is called. Bus, taxi, electro, Hamburg. Moja! That's what it's called. Yeah, I'm sure you guys were very interested in that. Alright, so A6 is my little move I like to play in bullet. It's really not very good. F3, for example, and it's not clear what black has been doing. After knight f3, the point is to go bishop g4 while keeping attention in the center. Still not very good if white goes for something very sharp like h3, bishop h5, ed, g4, bishop g6, knight e5. But most people don't. And if they play more slowly, like hb does here, then black gets an acceptable position. You play e6, knight f6, and in any sort of French structure with the bishop out on g4, life would be fairly alright, I would say. Now I just want to go bishop e7. I'll exchange this bishop for something one day. Then undermine the center with c5. a6 very useful. So it all went according to plan. Sadochi is saying Moja is German for Uber. Yes, we don't have Uber everywhere. There's this new movie, what's called Stuber, which I'm sure has a weird name in German. Stuber, German title. I'm sure it's very different. Stuber. Oh, maybe it is called Stuber. Is it really called Stuber? It's called Stuber 5 Sterne undercover. 5 stars undercover. Ah, no. That sounds weird. Knight g5, interesting move. I guess I should take, but I don't want to. I should, but I don't want to. Such a conflict of interests. I don't want to. Even though I should have. Didn't want to. But yeah, bishop f5 was a ridiculous move. That much I will admit. Just didn't want to take it. G4, so aggressive, HB. HB Baxter. Go away. Don't come back another day. H5 looks like a useful thing to do. If he goes G5, he will have weakened all kinds of squares. GH, bishop H5. Similar story. Knight G5 feels quite slow. So, hang on, let's calculate. Ugh, too lazy. HG feels wrong. Jan, focus! This aggressive guy, he wants to sacrifice pieces and you're encouraging him. Don't encourage the bully to hurt you. That's what he wants to do. Yeah, C5 is playing with fire. A little bit, I'll admit. But hashtag YOLO. I could still bail out with bishop g5, but do we want to do that? Thing is, some of the lines really look a bit scary. So bishop g... Nah, come on. Yep, don't try this at home. I did not play this well. That much is clear. But I will still hang around. Not so easy, actually. Maybe I'll just get crushed. That'd be sad. But it's very much in the realm of possibilities now. Okay, focus pens. Where are my focus pens? Are they still here? Yep. Found the focus pens. Hope it's not too late. Focus pens. Chess is so much easier with the focus pens on. Unfortunate. Even though even that position is not bad for me. Maybe that's the way to do it. takes, I take. Then I take this. Then I take this. Then I missed knight c7. Come on, focus pants. Focus! But still feels decent for me, no? I have all these minor pieces. Can't trap his knight? No, there must be some way here. Rook d8, he has e6, which is a bit unfortunate. Even though even that position is not bad for me. Maybe that's the way to do it. Ugh, I lost count of the material balance. What is it? I should still be okay material-wise, right? But I have a feeling I should keep this bishop somehow. I'm playing very slowly and meekly. This has to change. I have a feeling I did not fully find my focus pants the way I was hoping I would. Oops, that would be a really bad pre-move. Yeah, I haven't played well. What can I say? Bishops are normally very strong in these positions, so objectively my position should still be pretty good, but I'm not very happy with how I've been doing things here. Not gonna lie. I also have to figure out where to break through. Gaining some space can't hurt, I guess. Need to create some more targets. Guy's been playing so quickly. Good old HB. Giving me a pawn. And giving me another pawn. Really throwing pawns around like there was no tomorrow. Maybe there is no tomorrow. That helps. But I think this position should be just won anyway. I will eventually get to snag something on that queen side, like a4, and after ba, a2 will be too weak. Something's gonna happen. But yeah, tough fight against HB SEN, where I'm sure I was lost somewhere early on before I found these focus pens. So thanks for the game, sir. Right. Time to play 2 more games. Then I will embark on the long journey home. I have no idea how to get there. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but we don't have Uber in Hamburg. And maybe I'm gonna have to take a taxi. Shaxi, are you there? I like that movie you did, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shaxi. Seems like he's not there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abort. Sorry, Shaxi. Who shakes he play next? Oh, that was weak. That was weak, I apologize. Ligea saying, yeah, brand new premium member, gimme game, gimme, gimme, gimme. I think I told people to say that. But you have to challenge me, Ligea. Challenge Jan. And then enter the gimme, gimme, gimme situation. Not sure. Will be today. But I can't see a challenge. We have a bunch of other new newbies here. Like Fairbust. Fairbust. I think is pretty new to chess. So I will do my best to explain some tips and tricks to him. This will be mansplaining Jan, mansplaining chess to Fairbust. e4. That's a good move. I will go e5. We both fight for the center and try to control central squares. You go knight f3, that's correct. Attack my pawn. I defended with knight c6, also keeping an eye on this. Bishop b5, another good move. The Rue Lopez. You continue to fight for the center. Bishop c4 is an alternative. Knight f6, the so-called Berlin, also very logical. I attack your pawn on e4. You defended with the trendy move d3. There's also good. I move my bishop out. Bishop to c5. Still continuing the fight for the center while preparing short castles. You can now castle short, or you can play a move like c3. Here is where it gets complicated if I make the move. Knight to d4. So I will not do it. I will play more. Classically, d6. I defend this pawn, which you were kind of putting pressure on, with ideas like bishop takes c6, followed by knight takes e5. After c3, I will castle, and now I will start doubting if you are an 1158 player. This is too strong for an 1158 player. Blitzing out mainline theory? Boom! Good job, Fairbust! h3, knight to e7. This knight on c6 is sometimes the weakest link in black's armor, and often you try to transfer it to the g6 square, where it's playing a more active role. It's controlling the f4 square, and it also allows black to put his pawn on c6, controlling the d5 square. Once again, keeping up with the theme of fighting for the center. a5 is not a particularly necessary move, but I like to create a little luft for my bishop on a7 in case you want to hit it, so it can hide over here. And I could also, now that we've established the status quo in the center, I could also maybe try to gain a little space on the queen side one day by playing b5. Rook to e8 still does not feel like an 1158 opponent at all. Fairbust, what happened to your rating? Is this a friend's account you're using? Tell me all about it. Knight g3 would be a logical move, defending the e4 pawn against my stealth attack. Bishop c2 is also fairly logical, I have to admit. Once again, defending this pawn. Sometimes d5 works in such positions, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure, I don't really want to find out. But actually, I would like, now that he hasn't played knight g3, to clarify the situation in the center. I'll go ed, cd, d5. e5 looks like the logical move, and then knight e4, which is normally a pawn sacrifice. You can get away with in such structures if it gets taken. The bishop gets to f5, the queen to d5, rook to d8, f6 is there. Stuff like that. It should be enough compensation. Still, very little doubt on Fairbust's part grabbing that pawn of mine, which is fair enough. Fairbust. Rook should go back to e1, I would guess. And queen d5, then I have the problem that knight e3 kind of forks my poor pieces up. And I don't want to get forked up. Not a fan. So I'll be more humble. g4, that's very aggressive. Some would say too aggressive. That's the first move that I would dare to criticize Fairbust. Until here, it was all very good. g4 feels too aggressive to me. You're weakening your king. I don't think you should do this. Knight g5, now is giving up a pawn. This looks like you substituted someone in to play the first 18 moves. And then, boom, you told him, go away, this is my account. And things escalated quickly. Mr. Dodgy is saying, I strongly suspect g4 is correct. Yeah. You are, of course, wrong. Fyodorovich is saying, I didn't know GM titles could be withdrawn. Thought they... Sorry for my lack of TH. Sometimes my Germanness does shine through. What happened? Can I lose my GM title? I've sometimes been worried. But honestly, I don't know. I guess they can be withdrawn for whatever it's called, unethical behavior. I don't know if cheating, for example, falls under that category. I don't know. Are there any cases where a GM title was withdrawn? Sorry for my lack of TH. Sometimes my Germanness does shine through. Uh-oh, horsey. Surprisingly tough to cover that f3 square. Think about it. I think it can't be done. Ah, it's true. Nikolice, they took the GM title away. Thanks, True Shinobi 1. He's saying Gaio Nikolice is a Georgian chess player. He was awarded the IM title in 2009. In 2014, he was also awarded the title Grandmaster, but was revoked in 2015. Yeah, he was a cheater, and I think he obtained the GM title by cheating, which is not the case with Rouses, no matter how this plays out, because I don't think anybody doubts that Rouses was a legit Grandmaster before he started whatever has been going on now. But I'm not sure if they can still take your title away for such behavior. Mr. Dodgy is saying, removing GM titles from players has been part of Zalov's thing for a while. I think there's only 3 GMs left. Yeah, I don't follow Zalov's activities much, so keep me posted. And here, yeah, surprisingly, there was no way to avoid this family fork. And the game is over. Fairbust played fantastically in the first, yeah, literally first 18 moves. Then it started getting a little out of hand. But still, very, very good showing by Fairbust. And Fairbust lost on time, but in my defense, my position also looked pretty good. Thanks for the game. I'm reading Karpov lost to a 3-year-old kid recently, and he's still a GM. He's not only a GM, he's a world champion. And he did not lose to a 3-year-old kid. There was some TV PR stuff, no, with Osipov, but Karpov won that game, or maybe he shook hands, made it draw for the TV cameras. That was not a real thing. Alright, last game of the day. Let's play another tough player. Salsa Blanca, 2800 from Argentina. A lot of Argentinians in the house today. How you doing, Salsa Blanca? E4, more E4, E5. This is a 3-minute game, so I'm gonna have to speed up a little. And I will play my trusted Marshall. I haven't played Marshall so much recently. I've mainly been playing some bizarro B5 bishop C5 systems. But the Marshall's still a good opening. Sometimes you gotta throw it in there to keep people guessing. Salsa Blanca, big specialist, blitzing out these moves. Can't confuse Dr. Salsa with the Marshall. Booked up to the eyeballs. Queen D3, is that what people do? I don't know theory, Salsa Blanca. Don't play so quickly, sir. And yeah, Fyodorovich is saying, not sure it helps to demonize a player to this extent. Browsers, I mean. Yeah, it's a tricky topic. And of course, there should be due process and all that, and so on and so forth. But I do think he's already admitted to cheating. And yeah, frankly, no one really had a doubt over the last couple of years. And I personally, like I said, I don't know him well. He always seemed like a very pleasant man from everything I've seen and heard. But yeah, I have very, very limited sympathy for cheaters. I think they're just doing such a great disservice to everyone involved in chess that, yeah, I really don't feel any sympathy. A4, what can I do here? Can I like go be aggressive? This game is already confusing me greatly. I'll just hope for the best, as usual. This guy is also not thinking. He's like a Terminator. Just blitzing. No thinking. And as I mentioned, it's a 3-minute game. So, gotta speed it up. I have no clue what I'm gonna do after FG. And he's calling my bluff. That's unfortunate. Really not the time to think for 5 hours. But what can I do? Does this work? It doesn't look like it works, frankly. Just gonna lose the last game? I'll be in a bad mood. You guys know I'm in a bad mood when I lose games. Sometimes you still beat me. Okay, I've invested a bunch of pawns. So better have something to show for them. Which I really don't think I do. He's also playing too well. What to do? Okay, Jan, hurry up at least. Looks like he's blinking a little bit, no? Can you feel him blinking in the air tonight? Ending. Okay, really must speed up. Ridiculous move. Oh, I was so close to a glorious comeback, and then I messed it all up again. No. Can't complain about that one. Was under pressure for most of it. These marshal positions, they're tough to play if you're bad at chess. Like here, such a mess. I'm sure there's some dynamic way, but I would need hours or a computer to find it. Anyway, thanks for the game. Salsa Blanca, that was close. So, that brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for partaking. Thanks for, I don't know. Thanks for all the good stuff. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Then, yeah, I should let you know, but you already know, that Magnus is playing on Tuesday, the 16th, 6:30 p.m. Central European Time, or whatever time zone I'm in. So check that out. I probably won't be around much on this weekend. Need some family time, but then next week we'll be doing the usual Banter's Game of the Day analysis, all the good stuff. So see you around then. Bye.